Good morning. You're watching Breakfast Television. We asked Beverley Cathcart-Ross, parenting expert, if she would come in and talk a little bit about what's going on with Rob Ford and his problems and how our children are dealing with it, what they know, what we can talk to them about. I just want to promote your book, though, Raising Great Parents. I love the name of this book, How to Become the Parent Your Child Needs You to Be. But let's talk about Rob Ford. How should we be handling this with our kids?
Well, I think it's really important parents think about the message they're giving their kids, because a lot of the time we're ranting about him too, or they're seeing how we're responding and reacting, and I think parents need to take a little ownership as well. What message are we sending to our kids? When you make a mistake and screw up, the whole world falls apart. I think it's really important parents say, whoa, hold on, when you make a mistake and screw up, and I know you will, and you have teens, they're going to make mistakes, I'm here for you. And I'll always love you. I'll be there for you, but we got to fix it. And that's one thing Rob Ford didn't do. He didn't fix it. So what he didn't model for our kids was being responsible and accountable. And I think that is one key message our kids can learn and take away from this.
They're listening.
Oh, you bet.
They hear it on the news. The kids are talking about it at school. My kids tell Rob Ford jokes when they come home, so they know what's going on. And because I knew that you were coming in, I asked them yesterday what they did know, because really I thought, well, I haven't really talked to my kids about it. And they said they talk about it in school. In the morning, they talk about current events in the news, and they address it at school.
That's an important thing you just said. We've got to ask our kids what they know. How are they interpreting this? Because kids can make mistakes. They're listening to their peers, and their peers don't necessarily have the best point of view. So these are great opportunities for parents to share their values with their kids too. One thing, it's Friday, and most of us are going home and kind of thinking, end of the week, can't wait for that glass of wine or that beer. And are we saying that to our kids? Oh my God, I'm so stressed, I need my glass of wine tonight.
We are saying that to our kids because we lead by examples. You don't think about that.
I know, but you will tonight.
Wow. I sometimes think about that when I'm driving. You know, and how I handle people on the road,
too. You jerk, that kind of thing. So we really need to take ownership for us first. And I think Rob Ford's kids are the ones that are suffering the most in this whole mess.
And what about Karen Stentz and her kids? Because they're listening to things that are being said about their mom. And I was talking to her in the makeup room, and she had to explain it to her kids.
Well, I think that's great she did, right up front, and didn't waste any time. And I think what she needs to show her kids is that, you know what, I'm coping and handling this just fine. And she did, and she is. I think it's important kids see that we're resilient and we can handle these things. It's not the end of the world for me. Don't give this guy that kind of power. And I think she took power back and said, no, this isn't acceptable. I'm not happy with how we talk.
Thanks for coming in today, Beverley Cathcart-Ross, and your book, Raising Great Kids, How to Become the Parent Your Child Needs You to Be. If you want any information on that, you can go to breakfasttelevision.ca. We're taking a break. We'll see you when we come back. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
That was great.